Hi, I got my hair done again. Basically, my hair wasn't bright enough around my face and now it is. So recently I've been really into making jewellery, so I've made lots of jewellery pieces. I made this pearl necklace, which isn't on my website yet, but there will be some on my website soon. But now I've gone to pottery and I really want to make lots of pottery. Being an artist that is into everything, I kind of go through phases of what craft I am really into, and it was jewellery for the past month, I think, and now I just suddenly want to make lots and lots of pottery. I need to tidy up the garage a bit because when I'm making jewellery there's lots of banging noises, lots of loud sounds that he doesn't like, so he never wants to be out here when I'm making jewellery, so I don't bring him out. But when I'm doing pottery he's fine with that, so there's no banging or anything. So I need to tidy up the garage a little bit and then I can bring him out and he can join me for the morning out here. So yeah, this is where the hot tub is currently. Oh, I can hear Key. He's singing a song. I need to get this tidy so I can bring him out here so he's not moaning. I can't quite get rid of this box just yet. I kind of need it for now. But and yet never the right size that I need. Workable. Wow, I look bright. Yeah, that's workable. I need to tidy my brushes up, but I can at least use the bench now. Hey, that's my pottery bench ready. So now I can go get Key, and he'll be excited to come out here, but then he'll make it seem like he doesn't want to be out here, but then he would moan if he wasn't out here with me. So he's a complicated boy. He wants to be here with me, but then he complains. He's just... well, we'll see. Do you want to come outside? Come and work with me? Would you? Would you like a belly rub first? Yeah? Come on in. We're in here for a little bit. Okay? Can we do some work in here? Okay? I would bring your bed out, but you wouldn't sleep on it anyway. But we've got some funny things. Prefers to sleep on the concrete. Gee. I've had beds out here for him before. Like there. And then he'll choose to lay there on the concrete. Because... why not, Key, eh? You like the cold things. You haven't been there in a while, have you? So yeah, that's still all there. There's not much I can do about it. One day we'll have a workshop that's attached to the house and you can come and go as you like. But for now, this is how we do it. I'm going to make some cones. That's probably not going to be a view of anything, is it? It's just a view of this. Ooh. Maybe. What are you doing, Fluffy Pets? You just standing there. You're looking suspicious. What are you doing? What are you doing there? You gonna lay down somewhere? Hey? I would love to get you a nice comfy bed that you'd sleep in, but you just won't. So this is a plaster mould shaped like a cone, and this is stoneware casting slip, which is basically liquid clay, and you pour it in and the plaster sucks the moisture out of the clay to solidify like an outer shell. The longer you leave it in there, the thicker the wall will be, to the point where if you left it there indefinitely you just end up with a solid clay cone, which would probably explode because it'd be too thick when you try to fire it. And these are good for like ring cones, so you can put your rings on the top, or you can put holes in them, put a candle underneath, and it's like a tea light disperser. I've got one upside down with holes on the ends and then strung up to be a hanging plant pot. And today I want to make decorative ring cones so that I can, cameras on a slant, so that I can have some nice cones to photograph my jewellery on. So I kind of got back into this in the wrong order. I should have done the pottery first so that I could make all the decorative stands, and then make the jewellery that I could then photograph on the decorative stands. He's being very nosy, he's just wandering around the place. What? Oh, I need to shake this up first. No, we're going to stay in here, monkey. Sorry about the wibble wobble, but I need to get this moving. I actually don't know if I need to add more water to it. It feels like it's a bit solid. I'm going to have to add some water, I think. Basically, I haven't used this slip for so long that it's kind of dried up a little bit. So I need to make it a bit more. Oh, that was a big burp. I thought someone was trying to get in the door. Two on the floor. Hello. Hiya. Can't see you, can see me. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. He was so cute and so needy. How am I supposed to work if you're snuggling me? I need to shake this thing. This is part of the reason why he's not normally out here, is how am I supposed to work when Fluffy Butt needs a scratch all the time? It's more water. He's very conflicted because he wants to be with me, but he also wants to just go and sleep in the house. But unfortunately we can't do both. You can't have me in the house because I need to be out here. Okay, got some movement. There we go. Oh no, there's something in the bottom of there. So I'm going to leave that now for about 15 minutes and then I can check the thickness of the ball and then I can pour it out into a bucket. He's picked his spot to lay in. He was so cute, monkey. Hey. Hi. Hello. You're so needy. Quite handy having this on a turntable. I can just easily turn it round when he moves. What are you doing under there? That's just a bin. You're not making this easy, monkey. Can you back up out of there, please? Can you back up out of there? No, that's just rubbish. Yeah, it's rubbish. You're right in my bin space. Thank you. You need all the butt scratches while I'm trying to work. Oh, camera's not doing the right action. More? If this was my job and I got paid just to scratch your butt, that would be a great job for both of us. Unfortunately, I do have to do other kinds of work too, like making pottery. What? Why are you laughing at me now? I can't scratch your butt all day long, Keith. I know you wish I could. I can't. Oh, where are you going now? Oh, that's what happens when you lean on the door. Those are potatoes. Okay. Where are you going? There's nowhere to go. There's nobody out there. It's just us. Not even a postman out there. Don't know how well you can see, but it's starting to get a skin. You can see the thickness of it at the moment. This hasn't been used for ages, so it's pretty dry, which means it will create a skin really quickly. Don't go in my clay bucket, please. Back it up. That's a kiln. Hi. I don't think I'm going to get much work done today, am I? Hey, I'm not going to get much work done, so I'm just going to keep watching you walk in circles. You want to paw stomps now, are you? You're going to start stomping your paws at me? There's no one out there, just a car driving past. Hi. It's just the neighbours, stop being so nosy. We have to drain out the extra clay because we don't want it to be a solid lump of clay, so the wall thickness is about right, so I'll just prop that on there so that the top of this can sit on there and drain. And then I'll leave that there for however long it takes to stop dripping, and then I'll leave it to dry more, and the clay cone will actually shrink away from the plaster mould and release itself so that I can take it out of the mould. But it needs to drip for now. If you lean on the door, it will make weird noises. It was you leaning on the door, Keith, that's all. This lighting isn't the best, kind of backlit. I think I've got a smudge on my forehead already. Probably have. So what happens when I touch anything on my jewellery bench is everything gets covered in rouge polishing powder, which is red, and then that gets on my hands, and you need a strong cleaner to get it off. And yeah, and then it gets on my face, and then I greet postmen and I've got red splodges on my face. So yeah, it's surprisingly the pottery is it's kind of cleaner than the jewellery side, because the pottery at least is just mud that washes off easily, and versus the rouge, which is red and doesn't wash off easily. But I do end up with clay in my hair and everywhere as well. Hey, it's finally settled down. There's a magpie in the back garden, or side garden. On the house front, we are still looking for a house. It's like the hardest thing to find is a house that is right for us in the area that we live. I don't want to go too far from family, and that means higher prices, which I don't really want to pay, and also means smaller gardens, which I also don't want. I want a nice big garden for him. So yeah, still looking. I go through like 16 pages worth of houses on comparing house on like Zoopla and on the market, and sorry, I'm just watching this magpie in the back garden rummaging around in the weeds. It's frustrating that it's so hard to find a house when we want one so badly, and there's quite a few things that we must have. Like, I have to have a workshop, and I really, really want it to be attached to the house so that, like I said earlier, I can be working in the workshop and Key can come and go as he pleases, so that he knows that I'm not too far away and he doesn't have to cry for me in the house. Even though he's not on his own, because my mum's in there, He still whines because he needs me. And then there's things like a big garden. I mean, that's the whole purpose of buying a house, is so that he has a big space outside so we can put a swimming pool in. And then has to have 2 bedrooms, 3 preferably, has to have an office. I really want a conservatory, but I mean that's something you can add on afterwards. And then I really want a big dining room for when we have family over and entertaining. And I'd like it to be on the edges of like a village. I don't want to be in the middle of suburbia. I want to be somewhere a bit more remote, a bit more countryside. And I know roughly where I'd like to move to, but just none of the houses are coming up that are right for us. What are you doing? It's very lumpy in there. Oh no, that's very thick down there. That's not finished flowing, so I'm gonna have to try and scrape a bit of this out. It was too thick in the bottle, and now I've got a very thick end on this thing, and that's not good, so I'll try and scrape some of this out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's quite a big lump down the bottom that I need to come out. Okay, what are you doing down there again? You monkey. You're wearing my hair. Hi. Hello. Hello. How am I supposed to get anything done, Key? You want me to get you a biscuit? Shall I get you a biscuit you can chew? So the next step is to get the liquid clay that came out of here back into the bottle, and I use a funnel for that. There. And then just pour this in. Oh dear, you gotta lay down beside me now, have you? You need to scratch your butt with dirty hands. Instant. I'm sorry, I do have to work. I do. Oh, your tail. Your tail was in the way. Camera. Keep funny sounds. You're a little bit too close, I can't do it now. Are you trying to stop me? Because it's working. I need to mix it up. I can't stick a brush in there or anything to stir it. You're such a moaner. Manual work, you. Some of us have to do it. Why? Why don't you like me shaking this thing? I shake this. I scratch this. I shake this. Scratch this. Oh, don't put me on the bum. Stop! You're such a monkey. Okay, you have to excuse my white t-shirt. It's gonna keep poking out because it's in my leggings, my jeggings. Oh, you needed some more attention, did you? Is that it? Do a little bit more, and then you can get another belly rub in a minute. You have to wait. I have to do some of this, and then I can come back. Okay. I need to remember to speak more loudly. I tend to talk to myself, because I do anyway. Not in a crazy way, just when I'm thinking things out, I tend to think it out loud. So I speak to myself, but I'm not used to people being able to actually hear me. Even after all this time, still not used to filming myself doing things, so I need to actually be aware that what I'm saying needs to be understood, or I should just keep it in my head. I've got to work one-handed now, have I? Not easy to do what I'm working on one-handed. You know, Mr. Needy Boy. Just need to rotate my work, and I need 2 hands to do that. Oh no, I can't reach you. I can't reach that far down. You just lay down there and expect me to reach? I don't have Stretch Armstrong arms. I'm not Mr. Fantastic. I need you on a little pedestal then, so I can actually reach you down there. Oh dear, okay. You can see the ripples in it at the moment, so I want to get those out. At the moment it looks like the bottom of a dress, and I don't want that. It's also a little bit too long. It's starting to look like a bowl. I think it's past belly rub time. These tufts. I need to blow your coat. That's the next job to do. Okay, I think I'm happy. Do you need something? What? You want a belly rub? You want a belly rub? You get a belly rub? You did? That will be £5. How else am I going to get paid? Paid in nose dribbles. Thanks. That'll pay for some food, won't it? Nose dribbles. What? I'm done working now. I'm done working. We can go inside now. You happy? We can go inside? 2 pieces of work made. And that was all I managed. Because you and your belly rubs. You need all the belly rubs all the time. Even when I'm working. You do. Right, ready to go inside then? Yeah.
Just a few health and lifestyle questions. £100,000 of life insurance cover. That's less than I thought. Without